I'd be Aboriginal on LostPhoenixWolf channel. It's the fourth vlog for today, and I was talking about the gaming days I had at at school, and some people had computers themselves, and I would have like floppy disks of games. I must have between 25 and 60 maybe games. And I was like really weary to like lend it out to anybody or make a copy of it, and like it was hard for me. I was always putting my my allowance money on there or making money for that, and I would have a lot of them. There was a lot of nice games back then, a lot of those nice games. But today is like, whoa, compared to then. You got these little tiny blocky guys going around and bouncing around and jumping around and shooting things, or throwing things around, or grabbing things and moving things around. Little tiny blocky guys. Compared to today, there's so much good quality in games, and so lifelike, and facial features and all the graphics that goes into the games now. Mind you, they were trying to do the hologram thing, I think late 80s, and now they're going to try to do the hologram thing now. But it's the only thing is the lasers and stuff bounce around, and back then they didn't perfect it enough. Then people go blind, or what was that? Like a narcoleptic seizure or something like that. But the games have really come a long way. I think the very first time I had a console at my place, I think my dad's, or where my dad was living, and I think it was like 7. I'm guessing about 7. Did a lot of gaming as a young kid, like a lot of gaming. And I was so happy to have that, and I realized when it did first come out, some games came out in 79, 80, 81, and to get it for around 70, like years later, you get it for like when you're 7 years old. It was like the best thing I've ever had. I did a lot of gaming in the basement. Did a lot of gaming at friends' houses or family members' houses, and there, even later in life, it was in like a trailer. And oh yeah, my uncle's attic, and did a lot of gaming with other cousins. It's like a lot of fun that time. I wish I could have a lot of fun like I did today. I mean, did then today. Like, being a kid was so much fun. All the new video games and friends and biking around, or trying to skateboard or rollerblade, or hanging out with friends at the park, or going to a fair, or theme park, road trips. There's a lot of fun that I did have as a kid and young teenager. It's too bad now. I'm older now, and a lot of that stuff's behind me, and I don't know. Whatever, I'm older now. This is the future. Let's keep looking forward. This is the new year. Let's try to have some fun. Fun? Yeah, fun. I forget where that's from. It's like they're joking around and stuff like that, and it's like this guy doesn't really want to participate. And he's like, fun. Not really what I was getting at there, but blah. Just move on to yes, blah. So anyway, what else am I going to talk about? I mean, we got a lot of time here now. We got 9 minutes and about 40 seconds, maybe. Somewhere around there, 9 minutes, 40 seconds. I think so. So anyway, just doing vlogs for you guys, and getting to the point where I'm going to be taking that chip out. I have the chip option on my computer. I always forget about that. Instead of me putting a little thumb drive and then plugging it into the computer, I have a chip option for the laptop, and I had this laptop 4 years, I'll say 4.5 years, and then I realized, oh hey, I got a chip option. I'm like, oh man, it's been this long. Could have been, things could have been a lot more quicker if I just kept with the chip option. But anyway, what was I about to say anyway? That I'm going to be taking it off the chip, put it on the laptop, upload it to YouTube, do the quick editing after that, publish it to you guys. I would say it's going to probably be around like 10 o'clock tonight. You won't even know, what time it actually come out and stuff. I could say it could be 10 o'clock, it could be, really 6 o'clock, or, there's not really any legit timestamp of when it was, this is going to be published. I don't think anybody really cares as long as they, publish the videos, you guys can watch it and stuff. And yes, it felt like a cool breeze has come back in here. Other than that, I mean, not really anything spectacular going on right now. Other than a little bit of gaming, and I think, let's see, so 6:39, 7, I think it's supposed to be 8 o'clock. It's either 7 or 8 o'clock. Do some gaming. I don't know, guys. What I do know is kind of lose my train of thought of things. Can't sit still in one spot a lot of the time. Feeling kind of tired, even though not really time to go to bed yet. But yeah. I don't know what we're going to be talking about now. I don't know. I know, I do feel a little bit tired. Brain is turning to mush. I was forgetting what the kind of date, or I mean the date, stuff like that. What I did this day and that day, and a lot of the things are on my mind that keeps it going. But anything that I can actually spit out on camera. But anyway, I don't know what we're really talking about now. Continue talking about my gaming days, I guess. I was happy to do, but there's some games even my dad and I were playing. He wasn't really into that many video games, and I think it was around 10 or 11. It was 9 or 10 or something like that. I got my first, table game that you actually sit at. And it was actually a table, put a cup down and have a little bit of chips. And you guys got your controls underneath and little joystick stuff like that. And you could, there's like 3 or 4 games in one, I think. Dad spent a lot of money for that. I played the game on that, and then played the crap out of it. I think you ended up selling it, or somebody stole it, or it burnt out. Whatever it is, I know I gamed the crap out of that. So anyway, have my share of different games in my life. Floppy disk, hard disk, to actually CD disc. Played a lot of different games in my life. I had a good collection and stuff, and I think the time when I got bored of that, I think I gave my dad the whole tray of games, and he said, okay, I'll keep it for a while. And then sometimes things come up and like, hey, you remember this? It's like, oh yeah, I remember that. I'm gonna play a little bit of game right now. And I'll pop it in an old computer, and it still reads and still writes, and it still reads, and I can actually play different games. And some of those games I can think about right now, and I could probably play it. But it's like this little tiny stick guy, you know, little tiny thing jumping around and shooting things and throwing things around or picking things up and moving things around, and it was fun. It was fun. There's a lot of different fun games like that. Like I said, I have my share of games. I have my share of fun games. So other than that, I don't know really more to talk about. I just don't know what more to talk about right now. It's not really anything more to talk about. I mean, I just got 3.5 minutes. Right up there, 3.5 minutes. I don't know. Like I said, I played like anything, every console there is. Played like just about every game that there is, and beat so many games were easy and quick, and got bored of it. And there's even some I had like a good collection. I had actually like just gray box, and they would have lots of games. I had that thing filled, and then there's some that I had to, you know, carry into a bag or something like that. I had it filled. I had a good collection. When I moved to reserve and came to town, and very first time I've ever had to either pawn or sell some stuff, because I'm out here in the real world, not at home where my dad is, figure out what I'm going to do with my life, and I know I want to buy this and this and that. I didn't really want to let it go. I mean, I had to let it go because I had it a while, and there's a great collection. Man, it was such a bad, no, not really bad choice, but such a big choice I had to make. It was a really good collection of games. There's maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe about 50 games. System, controllers, games. Man. I think that's the first time I've ever had to sell thing to a pawn shop. But I got some alright money. I mean, I didn't get, you know, even maybe even half. No, actually, I got maybe a quarter of what I paid for it. A quarter of what I paid for it. And it was kind of like disappointment. It's like, okay, well, you ever change your mind? You know, you sold it means you change your mind. You could, you know, bring your little slip back and you sold his games, and you know, pay me back what, you know, what I gave you for it, and then a little bit of percentage, because I'm sitting in my you know, shop and stuff like that. Was I considered like that and stuff, like, man, there's so many games, I don't know why I let it go. And then sometimes, you know, I kind of regretted it, because you'd be like, hey, what did you ever do with this game or that game? It's like, I let it go to the pawn shop. It's like, oh man, that was such a good game. It's like, I wish I could play it right now. But right now, I'm at the end of this video. So if you guys do like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. And share this video on channel, my benefit me. Please do tell your friends about me. Thank you for viewing this video, comment, guys, watch it. Hope you all on this day, moment, night. And remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.